Can you find every hidden letter in the first 15 minutes of this episode of Survivor Durant? If you do, and you unscramble all the letters, you're gonna win $50. Just be the first person to comment the correct answer in the comment section below. Do you see those dollar signs and quotations? That's the episode's title. You are trying to solve what the episode's title is. And all those dollar signs represent the amount of letters you are looking for in this particular episode. So, TSL, $40. Thank you, my friend. That is for you.
I have this blackmail advantage.
I was digging in a ditch where everyone was digging. And I looked under a stump and I found the immunity idol. This is my first idol find ever.
If you choose to vote for Mason, the person who you wanted to vote out, I'll give you an advantage in the game.
Wait, you said you were voting him though?
Yeah, I understand that.
So you did lie.
I am telling you right now that I
Exposed,
want pressure.
that's all I gotta say right
I
now.
want pressure on this idol. You can tell me I lied all you want. But
Okay.
that is the genuine move here, is to make sure that the idol does not stay away.
3, 2, 1, reveal. Kirk has immunity.
Yes!
Your journey is at an end. Time for you to go.
No problem.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I got you.
He gave everything away. He's the one that got me not to play it.
I know.
I was going to play it.
I know.
Let's come talk real quick.
Okay.
I get that we're going for each other.
No, I'm not going to. You were the one that convinced me not to use it. I want you to know that.
Because here's another thing, is I did not write your name down.
You didn't. I know.
I voted Mason. I didn't come at you.
Mason
This is already
told me he voted me, and then he took the advantage for immunity. That's why he wrote my name down the second time.
Yeah.
So I know it wasn't you. I know you want the idol
that.
flushed.
And that's my only thought
And you know
process
what?
behind that. And
That's no harm, no foul.
100%, like it almost got you out. And
I almost
apologize
went
for
out.
that, but
Yeah.
at the same time, like,
You were telling the truth the whole time.
Kirk told me going into this that he was going to use the idol, and he had asked me if he should, and I had told him that he should use the idol. One, because I wanted it out. I know that I'm eventually going to have to turn on Kirk, and I don't want him to have an idol. So I had said, like, yes, I think you should use it. So I was expecting something to happen, but I wasn't expecting it to happen the way it did, because by him announcing it before the votes, I felt like they would have shifted their votes off of Kirk and potentially onto me. So I was nervous that there was some sort of chance that I could have gotten the votes instead. And then him bluffing and not using it, I mean, that's just a testament to Kirk's gameplay. He knows when to use something and when not to use it.
As we know, we decided to vote for Mason to give him immunity in the last shifting vote topic at Tribal Council, because you did that to put you in a drawing to get an advantage. Other people did. You had to pull out of a bag. You pulled advantage, so you won the advantage from that. This is your advantage.
So at the voting booth, we were presented an opportunity for an advantage, and I'm at the top of the hierarchy, so I don't really feel as if I need something to save myself. But at the same time, I need those specific moves that I've made in the game where I've risked my game in order for something potentially better, or a move that I had made on my own that wasn't with one of my allies like Ryan, Dylan, Kirk.
Anyone in the next 2 tribal councils, at this one or the final 6 tribal councils, you can choose to completely cancel the shifting vote topic. So whatever that is, you can choose to, we're not even going to read that today.
Perfect. This round, there's only one person left that I don't trust, and that's Ronnie.
Oh my.
So everyone wants to vote for Kirk this round, and I've agreed to it. I said I think it's the perfect time. What I'm going to do is just tip Kirk off to play his idol, and then tell Kirk to vote for Ronnie with me, so that we can get Ronnie out. And then I can make the move at Final 6 when Kirk doesn't have an idol to vote for Kirk, and we can finally send him home. But I want that move of Ronnie on my resume without Dylan and Ryan, and with Kirk, and then I want the move of getting Kirk out obviously without Kirk and with other people.
Once again, immunity is back up for grabs. Ryan, I'll take the necklace.
In terms of boot order, I guess it would be Ronnie, and then Kirk, and then Gabe, because I think he'd be better at a final immunity challenge than Nate would.
nice, huh? They don't stab you with the bones again.
Honestly, out of that 4, Dylan, Ryan, myself, and Nate, I don't really care who I sit next to because I think I could beat them all.
The winner of this challenge will get a guaranteed spot in the final 6 plus a fire token. For today's challenge, you're going to be standing on a brick, 1 foot on each brick. Using your circle, you will be spinning a ball around, holding the momentum there in place. Whoever can spin it the longest will win immunity, guaranteed spot in the final 6, a 1 in 6 chance at the largest LRG cash prize of all time. Alright, start trying to get momentum. This challenge will begin when everyone has momentum. Try to spin it around. Ryan, yeah. Try it again, Nate. And get some momentum going. Try again. Alright, kid, this is your last chance. Sound's going to become mesmerizing. Ryan, falls.
Swirly ball thing.
She has no shot at immunity.
That was fun. I just lost my rhythm and, lost it.
Sail drops.
Stop right now. Who is? I genuinely don't have a target, but from the names I've heard,
Ronnie wins individual immunity. Congratulations, Ronnie. Guaranteed spot in the final 6. Don't know who's going home tonight, but it will not be you. In addition, here is your earned fire token. All right, final 7, you know the drill.
Immunity feels great right now. Probably come after one of the rougher travels that we've had so far, so I'm happy to have it on. Kind of upset that Mesa went home at rock draw. That's pretty frustrating. Had a 50-50 chance to have a sweet plan pull off.
Did you hit a welt on your head?
Bro, I stood up earlier into a branch that had a thorn on it, and it like broke off into my head. So.
You need to put some Neosporin on that.
During travel, me and Kirk, kind of had a little bit of exchanging of words as far as where the curse was going to go and who was going to have it, and I paid to have it put back on him, which didn't even end up happening. But at the same time, Kirk kind of took that the wrong way, got kind of flustered through that. I don't necessarily know if it was anger towards me or not, but I mean, at the end, afterwards, we're able to talk about that. And I mean, I didn't lie to him. I told him the truth about everything, and I did everything that I told him I was going to do at tribal. Ryan, me and her have been very tight. I've had a plan from the beginning. However, there has not been so much of a partnership. This is her trying to make it a dictatorship, which is kind of frustrating. And obviously, we can ask around between the people that are left, if the game ended here, who would you vote for? And a lot of those answers are Ryan right now. So, I mean, she's the #1 target, I think, but Kirk's right there behind her, if not in front of her with the idol. So we'll just have to talk to some guys and see which one ends up being the #1 priority tonight.
I think there's more than one idol out here. I think there's 3, 2 of which being possessed by the same person, which hopefully I'm about to send home, and then hopefully I loot his body and I take it. Because that right there is what's going to get rid of his idol.
Oh my god. This is amazing.
I think an idol's going to be played. I think that idol is going to be destroyed, and the person who played said idol will be going home.
Running with immunity definitely hurts because I would have wanted to target him here, but I still think that there's a way around it because Dylan has an idol nullifier and he's gonna nullify Kirk's vote idol. But I think what I can do is just get Kirk to give it to me and give me his challenge advantage at Final 4. So there's a way around it. I think Kirk is likely going home.
I mean, obviously, me, you, Ryan, still Final 3.
Yes.
I'm locked into that.
Yes, I am too.
How do you feel about bringing Gabe?
Okay, yeah, to 4.
Yeah.
I just think...
Because I think he may have an idol too. And so having him in our corner on that, I think would be...
Idols expire at Final 6, so if anything goes bad, we always could get him at 5, but I don't mind him at 4. I just think, does he have the best chance at winning immunity? I guess probably Ryan does.
Honestly, pretty confident. I kind of got everyone's trust. I'm kind of worrying about my jury right now because I kind of left Mason and Peyton both hanging in the dark. But I'm literally just playing Survivor. They've won games, so they've had to lie to people. So it's not like it's something that hasn't been done before. There's definitely some hurt feelings, but the fact is they have all done the same thing. And when you've done the same thing, the pot can't call the kettle black. I mean, it's just a part of life. It's a part of this game. They have to understand that, I know they're good Survivor players, and that's the end statement is I'm going to take out the best Survivor players to give me the best fighting chance at winning.
So I may be able to fish that idol from Gabe to myself.
Do you know that Gabe has an idol?
He told me he did.
Okay.
But Dylan's about to do some stuff, and he was my #1. But if I help him get there, that he'll have some rapport of things he's done. Ryan's won some immunity challenges. I need to get on the ball with winning some challenges.
It's okay because it expires at 6, right? So we would still have Final 5 to do something if we needed to get him out. And then if he's in Final 4 with us, then I still trust him in Final 4. I don't mind.
I'd kind of take Taylor for one because I don't feel like she's made any moves. And possibly Nate, because Nate hasn't made any moves either. The thing that I have over Nate is every single vote he's came to me and said, how do you want me to vote? So if someone's coming to you and saying, how do you want me to vote every time? I mean, it's pretty sketchy.
pitch it to Gabe that he's Final Four, and we just
Yeah.
blindside
Side him
dude.
at 5.
Yeah.
And then go with Nate, and then we.
So he won't play the idol. Or well, it wouldn't matter at that point.
No,
would
it'd be
it?
gone because
Okay.
it's 6. That it's next round that it'll expire.
Okay, I got you. I think everybody that's made it this far would be tough to take to the final 2. I mean, because everybody's played a heck of a game and really put a lot into it. I really don't know. I think if I were to go to the final 2, maybe me and Taylor.
I just think it's probably our best chance
Yeah,
at winning immunity, final immunity.
yeah. I mean, so right now it's Kurt.
Yeah.
100%.
100% I'm in.
I do believe, that even though Taylor is a really good player, she's kind of rode the wave and played the shadow game. So we're pitching to him, Final 4. Then us are going to be Final 5. It will go to the 4 that we're going to vote you out. Okay. But we're only saying that to blindside because we know for a fact he's not. Okay. Nate is a really good... I hate to call him a contingency plan because he's a great guy and a friend of mine outside of here. I've definitely stuck my neck out for Nate more than once in the last couple challenges and immunities to keep him in the game. I've voted for him to have immunity. I've attempted to sway people from voting him out. I mean, but push comes to shove at the end of the day, like there can only be one winner. And so I'm going to take him as far as the next strongest player is going to allow me to.
I think those 4 are almost like a locked 4 at this point. Ronnie, Dylan, and the girls.
I think we have a plan to finally get out Kirk, I think. But you know, but I haven't always been on board for it, but there's been a plan to vote out Kirk now, like 6 or 7 tribals, so.
I want to talk to Taylor. Okay. She's probably going to take the easy route, she always does. Okay. If you haven't noticed. But she plays it safe. She plays it good.
I'm just saying. Like I said, I suck at finding things. I have no tokens. I have no idols. I've done this round. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you that so that you can go balls to the wall. I'm gonna vote you for jury.
And if I played it on you this round, I'd get to keep you to 6.
I'm trying to keep him at ease right now. They all told him it was me. I kind of went up to him and said, hey, it's me, guy. Like, they're picking us off. You're the last one. Like, go win it for us. I'm gonna give you my jury vote, you know, just to kind of keep him calm. Make sure he doesn't do anything absolutely wild.
I mean, maybe right now I'm making him nervous. By talking to you, and maybe that'll change ideas.
Being the last winner standing, you know, it's a little intimidating. I mean, it's just been back to back to back to back at this point.
Does anyone get water riddles?
No, is it new ones?
Yeah.
Oh, hell.
We have new ones.
I am broke.
In my head, I don't think it makes sense for anybody to get rid of me at this point. I have no challenge wins. I have not necessarily led or drove a vote to this point. Haven't plowed or played any advantages or immunities. So I'm here. This is kind of the game that I needed to play. Eventually here, I'm about to have to kick it into overdrive and do some crazy stuff.
For the ninja to be moved again, then I'll just move it back.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because then there's nothing he can do. It doesn't matter if he boo-boos somebody. But I mean, as long as nobody.
I'm not blaming.
As long as we're
on my
true.
word. Yeah, I mean.
Really,
I think
Ronnie's the
all
only
good.
one that freaks me out right now.
But what if they're 2
I'm
votes?
gonna talk to Ronnie.
Yeah, even if they just have 2, like it's still 5-2. It should be
Yeah.
fine. Final 7 is exciting. I did not think that I would be here, so that is fun. As long as no one's lying to me, it should be Kirk. Should be good with that. We have a plan to take care of his idol. We have a plan to have all 6 votes on him. And then his 1 vote will be on Nate, probably. Hoping that happens, that nothing crazy happens, nothing goes wrong.
Because she's such a challenge beast. It's good for her. She could win now. That's what she does. Season 3.
So I have a final 3 with Taylor and Dylan. I have a final 3 with Taylor and Gabe. I'm trying to go to the final 3 with Ronnie and Taylor. So it's gonna get a little rough in there when we get down to 5-4.
And right now, she is winning this game, and she won't be any of us in the final 2.
I think Ronnie would take me to 2 and Taylor would take me to 2. if there's a 2. Who knows? Is there a 2? Is there a 3? I don't know.
I agree with you. I think her game's pretty solid. Has she pissed anybody off? No.
I have confidence that I have like rapport with Taylor, and then I have like some connections with Dylan, and I think me and Gabe are really close. None of us have said final 2 like for sure. I've only said that with Ronnie, but I don't have him in any other larger alliance. I just have this group of 4, and they want to get him out sooner. So if that happens, it happens.
Yeah. There's just 2 people. I think you.
But so far, everyone who's left, I've been totally happy with them leaving. I haven't been super close with any of them, especially not the 4 jury members. Have not been super close with them. Pretty much everyone that's left in the game besides Nate. I think everyone left besides Nate I have some rapport with. So once he goes, I'm going to feel much better. But I think we're going to get him next. Maybe 2 away, but yeah, I'm feeling good with what we got, what it's looking like.
So is that the vote?
Yeah, 4 here.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I think that Ryan is a threat right now just because of the fact that she's kind of been in control of that whole side of camp the entire time.
It's the right move. That just seems too easy. Like I said, I'm not looking for complication. I've been through complicated things. My name's come up so much. I'm taking it easy this round.
And although me and her have a very close relationship, both out in the game and in the game, it feels like a lot of things have not necessarily been left up to decisions as much as it has been her saying, hey, this is what we're doing, and it's going to happen either way.
I do think those 4 are more of a threat.
I 100% agree.
Because I think they're a final 4.
Because they're freaking working.
Don't quote me on that, by the way, because
I'm not going to quote you on that.
But I think it's like
it's
coalescing.
just observation.
I think I see it.
I would love to go to the final 2 with Ronnie just because he's like my friend, and I would like to see us both sitting there. But I would also like to, I think I would be fine going to the final 2 with Gabe, just because I don't think he's done a whole lot in the game, so I think I'd have a good chance against him. And I think he just kind of talks in circles a lot of times. I'm not a very good speaker, so I need someone who I can go up against that's not like super eloquent. I think Dylan is going to know what to say and how to say it. I think Taylor's going to know what to say and how to say it. I think Ronnie's going to know what to say and how to say it. I think Gabe is going to struggle the most out of them, so I think I have the best chance against him.
So it's going to be straightforward. You think?
I think it should be.
I'm kind of in a position where I think I have 3 final 2s. Ronnie, Gabe, and Dylan.
But from what I've heard, I think it should be good.
Okay.
We should be good.
That sounds good. I don't think any of them have a reason to vote me out. I think out of the 3 of them, I played the worst game so far, the least on my resume. But that is going to be a sales pitch to the jury. I'm a second winner. I didn't play anything. No one really got me. I'm here.
I think we can get really good going here. He has a 1 challenge is what I'm saying.
Like I said, I've played the worst and quietest game here, so I think I have a shield on me right now. I think due to my bad gameplay to this point, I think I have a lot of people wanting to take me to the end. So banking on that.
I'm moving the I have made it apparent that I want Kirk to go when I want Kirk to go, and I don't want Kirk to go this round. Of course, they have an idle nullifier. What more am I to do with that?
I think that at this tribal, it's probably going to be Kirk that gets cut.
Get your popcorn ready.
Welcome to the Final 7 Tribal Council. Congratulations, Ronnie, on your immunity win. How did that feel?
Felt pretty good, after, starting the game, losing every time, and then winning like 2 challenges and then continuing to lose, it gets kind of old.
Do you feel like this was a win that you needed?
I think every win's a win that you need. You never want to be the guy that doesn't have the immunity necklace that everyone's throwing their name out there,
Sure, but this one in particular, like last Tribal Council, you and Kirk had a spat.
Yeah.
Right? So are you guys good now, or?
you know, I think in the moment everybody was just kind of flustered at the series of events that were happening and what was going on. You know, we were able to talk things over after travel and kind of figure out, you know, what actually happened and make sure that we were still on the same page as far as everything that we had talked about.
And it's obviously public knowledge that Kirk has this idol that I can't confirm is real or not until it is played. Kirk, will you just walk us through your reasoning for revealing that you had what seems to be an idol before voting began?
Once again, the outwit category is not here because I thought the vote was going 3 ways and it clearly was a pile-on Mason. I'm just very lucky that I skewed the numbers right and I kind of read into what Ronnie was saying to read between the lines, and it seemed to me there wasn't going to be enough votes to take me out. It wasn't really going to be flushed. Granted, it was a very lucky choice because had that necklace landed on me, I would be gone.
So you ultimately decided against playing your idol just based on the small conversation you had with Ronnie at Tribal?
Sometimes you got to press your luck in this game and hold on to something, cross your fingers. Little chef's kiss for that. I mean, I'm happy that I still have it because I think.
By the way, the reason you were saved is because you drew the right rock.
Yeah.
Because if you had drew the other one.
Yeah. So, well, if I drew the other one, we would tie.
That's true.
And then we would have had a revote.
Gabe, is that a testament to how good of a player Kirk is? Just see that he doesn't need to play his idol right now just based on a small conversation with Ronnie.
I'd say it is. Another thing is, I hope he kind of felt confident that the ones who've come in with him throughout this deal kind of helped him out, not just leaving him on the side of the road.
Clearly needed a lot of help because I've been on the side of the road, literally, the side of the trail, for a lot of this game by myself.
Dylan, what is your thoughts and concerns on the current state of the game with idols and advantages?
I mean, I definitely think there's more than one idol in play currently, and there's no telling the advantages that are out there to go with them or against them. Or I mean, it comes down to like trying to trust your people, you know. But at the end, like there is one winner, right? There is one survivor. So trying to weed through who those people you can trust that's pretty tough.
Nate, what are your thoughts being the sole original Survivor Durant winner left in the game?
Kirk's speech from last Tribal, except for, you know, he talked about how he had 1 checkbox. I have 0 right now. I have 0 immunity wins. I have found 0 advantages, and I have not led a single float out here all day. So I have been the definition of a coaster to this point.
Ryan, what is the dilemma between working and playing with people that you've known for years versus people that you've known for a couple days?
Yeah, it is kind of a dilemma sometimes because you have to go back and forth with like, some of these people are people I'm going to continue to see after this game is over, and some of these people I might never see again. So is it truly just a game, or is it partially outside of the game as well from connections you've made in the past and connections you're going to continue to have? Or is it just in the game, let's focus on who's here and play with what we have here and not worry about past or future?
TSL, what is your prediction of this vote?
I don't know, Justin, because like there are those obvious threats that I think most of us can agree on that we need to get out. But every single round I feel like unpredictable stuff happens, and we're getting to that point in the game where advantages are starting to expire. I feel like 5 to 7 is a really strong range where these things start to expire, and we haven't really seen too many come out. So honestly, this could be a cluster for all we know.
I couldn't have said it better myself. So let's find out what's going to happen. Ryan, you're up first.
Who do you want to move the ninja to? This round the ninja will give someone 2 automatic votes against them.
Okay, let's keep this one in for now. would like to move the ninja to Kirk.
Shifting vote. Like, who do you want to move the ninja to?
I just write his name on here.
I'll go tally the votes. Alright, so as you know, the ninja can be moved. But before we start paying tokens to move the ninja, first, let's see who everyone voted to give the ninja to. First vote, Nate.
You're not going home, buddy.
Gabe.
Wow. That does a lot.
Ryan. 1 vote Nate, 1 vote Gabe, 1 vote Ryan. Dylan. 1 vote Nate, 1 vote Gabe, 1 vote Ryan, 1 vote Dylan. Kirk. 1 vote Kirk, 1 vote Dylan, 1 vote Nate, 1 vote Ryan, 1 vote Gabe. Taylor.
Yay!
1 vote for everyone.
No, I think it's cute.
And the person receiving the ninja is Dylan.
It's not that bad.
Oh, no.
That'll work.
All right, let's get to moving. Why waste time?
Got a big head.
Really? Why do you want me to have it? Wait, why do you want me to have it?
I don't want it.
That is the worst
A
answer I've ever
man
heard.
with an idol.
Yeah, I guess.
Would anyone else like to move the ninja?
I can't.
No? All right. So the ninja will stay on Kirk, and he'll receive an automatic 2 votes against him. Now, if anyone has a hidden immunity idol or an advantage, now would be the time to play it.
Well, it'd be really dumb to hold on to this now with 2 extra votes against me. Justin. But you know what? I never met Fiddlefoot before this, and I'm kind of getting a liking to this little guy.
He grows on it.
So let's see what else I have in my bag.
When we announced the merge feast, I immediately was like scouring the top of the table. I didn't see anything. Once it had dropped out, I had left my fanny pack back at the table, not necessarily on purpose, just because Ryan was leaving hers there.
They say you don't want this on your clothes because it will ruin it forever.
It's like literally not worth it for me. But I was the only one at the table at the time, so I took my flashlight really quick and I shined underneath the table, and I saw a bag. And I'm like, oh god, okay.
When push comes to shove, I'm sure it's secret. This is your message for sure.
Congratulations. You have found the secret scroll. The scroll can be used to keep you safe at Tribal Council. In order to use this advantage, you also must have the ninja placed on you.
I'm gonna walk away and read this thing.
I love you.
The person that I trust most right now may not be the person I trust most at Final 6, so I'm gonna keep this to myself.
The last time you can use this at Final 6. I can't believe she's saving me right now.
Nobody seems to want to vote me out. Nobody sees me as a target, and I need to start building moves on my resume, so I gave the scroll to Kirk.
I have acquired and been given the secret scroll. This is a non-idol that protects me. They are playing an idol nullifier on me this round. This is not an idol. This is a scroll of protection. So their idol nullifier won't work, and I'll get to keep the idol to save either me or TSL.
And I'm telling people back at camp that I am going to put the ninja on Kirk to prove to everyone in the camp that I can isolate myself from Kirk and that I'm my own player. But what they don't know, obviously, is that in order for the scroll to activate, the ninja needs to be on the specific person.
All the votes are going to be put on me. They do not know what's coming. That's it. I don't feel like playing an idol this round. I'd like to use a secret scroll that keeps me safe if I'm the ninja.
This is the authentic scroll advantage, which gives the user immunity if they have the ninja. This is not an idol. All votes cast for Kirk will not count, including the automatic 2 votes against him.
Wow.
Would anyone else like to play an idol or an advantage? No? Alright, I'll read the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. First, we have the idol nullifier for Kirk.
Oh, really? Well, good play. Bunch of liars.
First vote, Kirk does not count. Kirk does not count. Kirk does not count. Kirk does not count.
Hot damn! Who's Kirk voting out?
Gabe. 1 vote, Gabe.
If you ain't with me, you against me.
Ryan. 1 vote, Gabe. 1 vote, Ryan. 1 vote left. The 9th person voted out of Battle of the Best and the 5th member of the jury is Gabe.
Good game, Gabe.
Gabe, your journey has come to an end. All right, sit tight. We'll get to the next.
I'd like to loot his body.
Perfect. All right, anybody else want to get in?
Can I loot the body as well?
Might as well give it a shot.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's got.
Spend that coin. Yeah, spend that coin.
Oh, Taylor, it's your fault for moving the ninja onto Kirk, but how was I supposed to, I don't know. I think I can battle it and say, like, how was I supposed to know that he had the scroll and I can really just try to play dumb?
Yeah, who did?
So, I got a lot to tell you, Ryan. Even though you voted for me.
I did.
But I'm still going to tell you the truth.
Not a good liar, so I can't lie to you.
Dirty, dirty, dirty gameplay. But good gameplay.
That's crazy.
That is wild.
I just need him in a little while longer because, 1, I think he's the only person that could beat Ronnie in challenges other than maybe Ryan. And 2, I know he's not going to vote me out, whereas Gabe is starting to get more and more on my radar of somebody that could go out, could vote me out.
The player who draws the odd colored rock will loot Gabe's body. All right, 3, 2, 1, reveal. Dylan, you will be looting Gabe's body.
That was a rough elimination because I thought about playing an immunity idol that I had in my pocket and I didn't do it.
You played a great game, but if not now, then when?
Another thing is that was an awesome play by Kirk. He could have been a little bit less dramatic, but it's okay. I'm going home without $2,522 and I spent my $75 on food, so here we are.
Y'all are a bunch of liars.
Where did you get it? I have so many questions. You don't have to answer them now. You can wait till after the game. That's fine. I just have so many questions.
Yeah. I don't know, I had this feeling coming into this game, and I've had it before when I've won games, and I felt like I was going to come in and win this game. I didn't know why I felt that way, because honestly the odds were pretty much stacked against me, but every single round I have driven a vote. I have voted correctly every single time. I have put my hand out there and made social connections with the majority of the people, and it's coming back in return.
So I gotta vote for Gabe. So I'm gonna blindside him, piss him off. And then I'm gonna be all alone. But I got TSL. got this. It's gonna be a doozy, folks. I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's okay. Great game.
Sorry.
Why are you sorry?
Yeah.
Because I was playing into y'all's plan too.
Yeah, I feel a little bit betrayed, I ain't gonna lie, but
you were telling me to vote out Ryan.
it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You feel a little betrayed, huh? Do you now, buddy?
Here's the deal. You can get mad at me all you want, but
you vote for
I
Ronnie?
thought there was no way that would happen. I was like, Kirk's going home. I don't think it matters who I vote for.
Also, in all fairness,
So-
that was Gabe's
No,
idea.
you just admitted you voted for Ryan.
No.
I mean, yeah, I voted for Ryan.
Just now?
Yeah,
Why?
because I thought it was gonna be like a 6-1 vote.
So you were the other Gabe vote.
I voted Gabe. Yeah.
Okay, now it makes sense.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna vote.
Well, it doesn't make sense, but it makes
I mean,
sense.
we could talk about it. I'll explain my
He
logic.
flipped
but-
on. I knew he flipped on me this round. He was clear.
I threw a.
Oh man.
I'll just be honest. I threw a Gabe vote in the mix in case something happened, so that if there was a revote between Nate, who I thought you were voting for, and Gabe, we could just send Gabe out.
Because I did tell everybody I was voting.
I'm so thankful that it ended up saving Ryan, so that it worked.
I played it off and said that I thought that Kirk was voting for Nate, and so by throwing a vote on Gabe, it would, if anything bad happened, it would be 1 on Nate, 1 on Gabe, and we would tie and send home Gabe.
As far as who I want to be sitting next to, the final two, I would love to be sitting next to Taylor. At this point, she's probably the one that hasn't made like a big flashy move yet, and you know, as far as socially, has really just kind of been chilling with Ryan and Kurt. And so if I can have her beside me in final two, that would be ideal.
Found an extra vote, but it's cursed. To activate this power, you must not vote at all the next tribal council. If you vote at the next tribal council, this advantage is void. It will be re-hidden. I mean, honestly, I think the biggest threat as far as winning the entirety of the game is Ryan. I'm definitely trying to take Ryan to the final three, though, and just see what happens. Physically, I mean, Kurt and Ronnie are definitely the two I'm trying to get out the fastest. Has to be used by the final five. I use my immunity and don't vote. And then I have a double vote going into 5.
That was probably one of the craziest tribals that I've ever been a part of. You know, it was a pretty flashy move by Gabe earlier, but I think Peyton was going home anyways. So to see this one get pulled off was just absolutely wild, especially to see Gabe go home, because I had no idea that he was even a target. All I know is that I think I was left out of every plan that happened, which is super frustrating whenever, you know, you think you have people that are close to you in the game, and yet nobody tells you what's going on.
All right, once again, immunity is back up for grabs. Ronnie, I will take it back, sir.
A few minutes before our next challenge is going to be me trying to figure out what the heck happened and what people were thinking, what was going through their minds. You know, figure out if Kirk's mad at Ryan for voting for him, if Ryan's mad at me for voting for her. Trying to decipher who's still aligned with who, and hopefully make sure that I can be on the right side of that to get a big player out.
So again, the winner of this challenge will receive not only immunity, but a single fire token. This round is the last time that you can use fire and chore tokens, as well as move the ninja. So after this tribal council, all those things will be out of the game.
This is so cool.
This looks so cool. I'm so excited.
You're going to lift this paddle and balance it on the marble here. One at a time, you're gonna launch the marble down the paddle and maneuver it so it lands in one of the holes.
Cool.
You only need to land 3. You can choose to land 6. Okay? Once you have landed 3 or 6, you go to the opposite end and you'll maneuver this to land all 3 balls. The first person to land all 3 of their balls wins. If you have chosen to land all 6 of your marbles on the paddle, whenever you land a ball, we will let you start your next marble by touching this marble. And then when you land your second one, you can start your last one by touching this one. For a guaranteed spot in the final 5, Survivor's ready. Go. Ryan lands 1. Ronnie lands 1. Dylan lands 1. Kirk lands 1. Dylan lands his second. Ryan lands her second. Dylan lands 3. He ain't going for the shortcut. Neither is Kirk. This is a much harder maze. Nate has 2. Ryan going for 3. TSL lands her second.
Oh, wow.
It's like it's forever in. 3 for Ronnie, he's going for more. 4 for Ryan, she's going for more. 3 for Nate, he's moving on. Dylan going back. You got 3 locked in, Dylan. Ryan has 5. Ronnie has 5.
Oh man, I think I need to do like 6.
Ronnie has all 6. You're good.
Oh, so close. I knocked one out back.
Put it back.
In.
Kirk has 1 marble on the snake. You're good, Ryan. Dylan going for his last.
Fucking leave.
Oh, shit. Ryan has 2 balls landed.
I heard that.
TSL, you're good. Kirk lands his second. There's a race to the top between Ryan and Kirk. Ryan inches away. Going in and out of the hole. Dancing all around it.
Oh shit, wrong hole.
And it falls. Tragedy. Ryan centimeters, half a centimeter away from victory. Both Nate and Ronnie have 1. Ryan is at the peak again. Ryan wins! Immunity!
Good job, bro. Dang, that thing was a beast.
Good job. Ryan, come on over. Guaranteed spot in the final 5.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
That was insane.
All right, final 6.
That was so fun.
You earned that one. You guys have like 30 minutes, if that, to get your plan together. This is going to be the quickest round yet.
I had a thought earlier that I was feeling like I just want to get 4th place so that I don't have to do the final tribal council, because just thinking about that is stressing me out. And if I make it to 4, that's going to be really great for me, and I'm going to be totally happy with that. I'm going to try, and if I get there, obviously I'm going to try, but I wouldn't be mad at it.
So,
Well, that was unfortunate. Really hoping to win that. Hopefully we can pull something out of somewhere.
Also, you're about to see this. It's an advantage, but don't worry, it's expired. I didn't use it. I didn't need to use it, so I didn't use it.
Oh yeah, I got you.
I have 1. I have 1 fire token.
I mean, this comes back to.
I think just because there's a higher chance of Ronnie winning immunity than there is Nate. I'm starting to get wary of Ronnie and Ryan's relationship just because I know they're really close friends, and
I mean, a game relationship of 2 days is never going to surpass years of a friendship with somebody.
I'm glad you haven't betrayed me. Thank
No,
you so
I'm not
much.
going to.
But, well, when that happened, I was like, well, my ass is going.
No. I need to start telling stories to the jury in my questioning rather than just answering the questions the way Cheston wants. I need the jury to know my game because I know my game has been in the shadows. I've physically been behind Kurt's shield because one, because he's taller than me, and two, because he's just a bigger threat than me. But what people don't know is that I am the social brains behind this whole operation. I'm the reason why Kirk is still here to this day. I am the reason, the person pulling other people in to vote how I want to vote, but they don't see that big picture. All they are focusing on is Kirk, and I think that could be the difference between me, I don't want to say professional, but an experienced LRG player, and those that have not played LRGs before. Is that you have to keep digging, and you can't take things for face value.
So the boys approached you about the plan to get rid of me?
Yeah.
Is that how it happened?
Yeah.
Was it really Gabe, or was it?
I think it started off with Gabe, but he's not the one that talked to me. Who came up to me? Genuinely can't remember. I think it was probably Nate, because he thought it was you or him. So he was pitching you pretty hard.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, it's all fine. I still want to work with you. I don't
No,
care.
and I genuinely, I wanted to work with you
I
this
know,
whole time,
it's
and I still
okay,
want to
though.
be on the side of the vote, and
Of course.
I was stressed.
Because you have to have a good resume for the end of the game.
Right. I'm pretty fluid. I'm not like, I have to work with this person or I have to work with this person. Like, I would love to go to the end with Ronnie and we have a final two, but ultimately, it's a game, so I'm not gonna just stick with him just because I have that.
If it's a final three, and I miraculously got immunity at 4, I would be taking you and Taylor.
Okay.
100%.
And I'm fine with,
So
do you want some of this?
Oh my god, yeah. Taylor already said, she's like, I'm uncomfortable in the end with you, Kirk. She was straight up about it.
Okay.
But I was like, now is your guys' time to make the votes happen.
Mhm.
You guys be in charge of it and just dominate, because I think it's also going to say something. I'm not a winner from this season, but I have won past those. You guys could totally go together and just floor me and just take. I think they could have I don't know. But I just want you to know that that's what I would do.
No, I definitely want to continue to work with you as well.
I've not said that to anybody else in the game, and I'm finally trying to lock in because I feel like I lost you last round, and now I'm scared. Because you're like one of the only, I literally talked to you that round. I was like, I want you further. So I just want to clarify that. I'm going to go in one more round, with faith with you. But if it's not, I have to go in a different direction after that.
Yeah,
And I don't want to.
Totally. But if all of them are voting, if all 4 of them are voting Ronnie next vote, then I'm not going to go against them. Probably. Who knows? At the last minute, I might be like, I can't vote for Ronnie and write someone else's name down. But we'll see.
His idol is good until there are 5 people left in the game. So does that count?
No, he's using it. He has to use it this one.
Is that okay? So even if there's 5 people left,
So he's using it. No matter what.
And Ryan just wanted me to do it.
I wonder who we're voting for.
3 of us.
3 of us.
Yeah.
3 of them.
Yeah,
Nate, Ronnie, Dylan.
Yeah.
Me, you, Taylor.
exactly.
Okay.
So if it's Taylor, but there's 3 of us. People might give this game to me, but there's a lot of players out there that have kept me safe and they deserve the win. I don't know why. I think they want me here because I'm a big threat and I'm a target, I'm a shield, I'm a bullseye, I'm all of that shit. But they better be careful, because when I get closer to the end and I have less competition, I might be 43 years old. But this is not my first rodeo, because I'm using my idol and I found the other one.
You did?
Yeah, so
The
I'm
one
safe
at this
6.
camp?
Yeah, so I'm safe at 6 and 5.
Nice.
I've convinced them that I have 2 idols, so I don't think I'm getting any votes next round, and I might not get votes at 5.
I needed the immunity bad. I needed that challenge. I was 1 ball away. Is Kirk mad at me right now, or is he chill with me?
He seems to be chill with. He said he's mad at you guys because you all lied to him. But
Well, I had to at that point in time. I feel like there's a decent chance that I'm next, because I know that now Dylan has an idol Kirk has at least one idol, possibly two.
But I assume he's using it on himself, which kind of
I
sucks.
think he'd be smart too.
Yeah,
Why
at
would
this
you
point,
not?
right?
If he legitimately has two, save himself this time, save himself next time. Then at worst case scenario, he has to save himself in fire.
Exactly.
Worst case scenario.
You're right. Okay.
I think he's in the driver's seat from this point on.
I agree.
We just need to climb in the passenger seat and put on the seatbelt.
Exactly.
The conversation earlier between Bill and Ronnie and I was essentially, there was obviously a communication leak. Now we pretty much know Kirk's in the driver's seat, so and Ryan just won immunity. So if it's not one of us three, there's only one person left to vote for. So I guess that's what it's gonna have to be. So.
You have two idols?
Yeah, the other one.
I see. Okay. Okay.
So I haven't had a plan this whole game.
Yeah.
If we three voted together, I use an idol on myself. Because, okay, what I was just assuming is they're not going to vote for me. If those three actually work together, they would vote for you. Then
This
you're
round,
safe.
Yes, because you're
If
safe.
we three voted together, it would go to Rocks.
Yeah. But if we're okay.
And then if
And then
it's
I'm safe in
deadlocked,
the rock
and
house.
you're safe, and one of those two for sure go home no matter what.
Okay.
I don't want to do that. But
Which one are we gonna vote? Which one over
I
there?
honestly don't care
I
because
wanna
they
vote for
all
Ronnie.
freaking lied to me.
I would want to vote for Ronnie.
I'll go all in right now on Ronnie.
Congratulations. You have found a blackmail advantage. Choose a player you want to blackmail. If they don't vote for the person you select, they will encounter the penalties you choose. Choose 2 penalties. Oh my god. I have to pick somebody that has to vote a specific way at the next tribal council, and if they don't vote the way that I want them to vote, then they have to incur one of these penalties.
I'm not changing my plan.
I also just used an advantage. It's called the blackmail advantage. I gave it to Ronnie. I told Ronnie that he has to vote for Nate, or he gets a disadvantage in the next individual immunity challenge, and he gets a vote against him at this tribal.
So then should we put the rest of the votes on Nate too? So then we don't even have to go for Rocks, because then it'll be us three and Ronnie voting for Nate.
I was coming in with somebody like Kirk, who is a 2-time winner, so it was pretty easy for me to diminish my threat level and kind of just play off the fact that I am very experienced in this, I am very intelligent, and I do know what I'm doing. And I think it's paid off, because to this point I have never been thrown out as an option to go home, not even considered. My name has floated around there here and there just because of my social connections, but I've done a really good job at keeping my name off the target, which is something that I always struggle with in games. I'm always the target. Everyone wants to get me out, and so this game is so different because I'm not having to battle that, so you're really able to see my strategic abilities and my social abilities shine through because I'm not always trying to defend myself.
My legacy is I always get voted out right before the finals, and we're right at that point right now. So I'm the 5th place goddess or the 4th place goddess, whatever you want to say. It's probably going to be my end result, but I'm not going to quit fighting. I think these people are threats. I know earlier I was like, nobody's a threat, but today people have been making moves. Today people have been playing Survivor. So now it's at the point where it's like, okay, I see who I'm playing against. I see who has a very good shot of winning this game. I know who I want to vote for out of these folks. So that means also I know who I want to get rid of. And like, then there's the question of who would bring me to the end. Well, at this point, everybody lied to me last round.
The TSL has just been spilling a bunch of crap at this point. Her whole like, I just wanted to, no. We were working with Kirk the whole time. It's how he knew what to do and how he knew what to play, and it's how you threw the votes on Gabe. So she's obviously not loyal. Dylan's just going to save himself at this point. Ronnie's going to save himself, and Ryan is now paranoid because the vote's in the urn. The easy peace vote so they can get to 5 will be me. This makes sense at 6, so I think there's a good chance I'm going home after that, but great play by Kirk.
That crazy play is not just my play, it was Taylor's play. She saved me. She's in the shadows. She doesn't want people to know until later. I feel amazing. I don't have really anybody in this game anymore, and I think she's starting to feel that way too.
I do wish that my gameplay would have been a little bit better, but overall I can't be can't be too mad at Final Six. You know, I did what I had to do to get to this far.
Congratulations, Ryan, on making it to the Final Five. Huge accomplishment. What did that mean to you?
Thanks. I am just happy to not have to worry about this boat. I think that this one's going to be tough, and that I'm glad that I have this safety.
Are you thinking about the end?
I mean, yeah, a little bit. In the middle of thinking about everything else.
Ronnie, what are your thoughts right now? We've seen that Kirk revealed he had an idol a couple tribal councils ago, but he still hasn't played yet. Does that concern you?
I mean, yeah, it's always concerning whenever there's an idol in play. It's pretty frustrating, you know, especially when someone shows it and they don't never have to use it, which is all the more power to him to do that. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's a little bit frustrating to see that, and pretty much know that this vote's not just limited to not voting Ryan, but also not voting Kirk. And you're at the, you know, the Final Six, and you not only can't vote one person out, but also two. And you know, there's one more idol in play somewhere probably, so maybe 3 people can't be voted out here. We don't really know.
Kirk, with this being the last round that the Ninja has any relevance in the game, fire tokens and chore tokens are also going away. Do you expect or predict this tribal council to be as wild as the last?
I think sometimes there's wild showy because people are like throwing advantages all over the place, and then there's it's not wild, but there's subtle craziness that happens in Survivor, and sometimes those rounds aren't exciting to watch, but they're important for your overall gameplay if you're making the right choices. You know, you could be making the wrong choice when you do that as well. Maybe it's not enough of a resume builder.
I know that a few rounds ago you also threw out there that some people betrayed you and you felt lied to about some people.
Oh, everybody's lied to me at this point. We're all a bunch of liars here. Let's be honest. Let's be honest about lying.
Have you lied to anyone?
I've had to. I would have been voted out yesterday.
I think at this point there's probably a good reason for every one of us here to vote the other one out. So it just kind of is, you know, I mean, essentially just kind of whoever you feel like you've made the closest connections with, and whoever you think you can be at the end of the game. That's what this decision is. That's what this vote is.
So I feel like those can be two different things sometimes on opposite ends of the spectrum. You know, sometimes you can be close to someone, but you still have no shot at beating them. So sometimes you can't have it both ways. So how are you going to be voting in this tribal council? Are you just going to be keeping around the people you feel like you can trust, or the people you feel like you can win against?
I don't know. Fortunately, I don't feel like I really have either one of those luxuries at this tribal, so we're just going to see what happens.
Taylor, what does it mean when a player like Nate says that he doesn't have those luxuries? What does that mean for someone in the game of Survivor?
I don't know. Nate's been pretty vocal, I guess, about not feeling like he's driving votes or not feeling like he has a say in much, and he's kind of just been happy to be a part of the game and play challenges, but strategically and regarding the vote, he feels that he doesn't have a lot of say in them. So honestly, to someone like myself, I hate seeing somebody feel that way, because we all want to play this game and have fun, and I feel like part of having fun is having a say in votes and driving strategic moves and not just sticking around and playing challenges, getting to know people. So it's sad to hear, honestly.
Who do you think's driving this vote right now for the Final Six?
No idea, but I'm sure everything will be revealed in rounds to come.
Dylan, do you believe Taylor when she says she has no idea who is driving the vote this round, who's in charge this round, do you believe her?
I believe that she believes what she's saying. You know, now whether or not there is somebody that's, you know, behind the scenes kind of puppeteering some of it, I mean, I think that's happening and has been happening for a little while. But obviously the last couple tribal councils that some cords have been cut, it looks like. So, I mean, we'll see. But no, I don't think she's lying about what she says.
Do you feel in danger this round at all?
I felt in danger the day I pulled up in here. Even more so not having something around my neck or in my fanny pack. So it's just, yeah, it's nerve-wracking.
All right. With that, let's end the nerve-wrackingness. Let's get it out of the way, and let's find out who's going home. Dylan, it's time to vote. You're up.
Shifting vote topic. In the event of a tie, who do you want to break it? Beware, you cannot vote for the same player you're voting out. You don't understand.
I'm gonna ditch this urn.
All right, I'll go tally the votes. All right, if anyone would like to move the ninja, now is the time to move it. All right,
I'm gonna move it. 2, right?
you moved again.
Yeah, sure can be.
It can be moved again.
I got nothing.
All right, the ninja will stay on Kurt. Automatic vote against Kurt. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol or an advantage and you'd like to play it, now is the time to play it.
Oh, my friend, I will miss you so much. This might just be a souvenir. I might not need it, but I don't want it anymore, Cheston.
Who are you playing it on? The rules of Survivor state that if a hidden immunity idol is played, all votes cast for that player will not count. This is in fact a troll, and he acts as an idol, so all votes cast for Kurt will not count, including the ninja. 0 votes. The shifting vote topic was negated by an advantage for this round, so whatever it was won't matter.
Before you read those votes. Not 2 votes, play not it.
Alright, who are you playing it on?
Myself.
This is, in fact, a hidden immunity idol. All votes cast for Dylan will not count. Anybody else? So we have Ryan immune, Dylan immune, Kirk immune. I'll now read the votes. First vote. Ronnie. Nate. That's 1 vote Ronnie, 1 vote Nate. Ronnie. 2 votes Ronnie. The 6th member of the jury, Ronnie. Ronnie, the jury has counted.
Sure has.
Ronnie, you just got voted out. How does it feel?
It's pretty frustrating, you know, to go 2 rounds in a row just straight up being lied to and then get voted out on a lie as well, you know. I mean, obviously there weren't any crazy advantages in play or anything like that, so it's kind of frustrating that people can't just be honest about it, but, you know, at the same time, like, I'll be interested to see what the thoughts were.
It's been a pleasure playing with you. Unfortunately, I couldn't get you out last round, so I have to again finish what I started.
The least likely that person that I would vote to win is probably Taylor, just because I haven't seen really any gameplay out of her other than following people. I mean, as far as the most likely, it's probably going to come down to Ryan or Kirk. I would be interested to see how they answer questions before I really commit to one or the other.
Ronnie, this is a tough one, buddy. I am very sorry, but I want to beat you.
The chance in this game is to survive another vote, so I'm going to do what I think I have to do to survive another vote. And just to sum up your entire Survivor Durant experience, you're a veteran to this game. How does it feel finishing off in 6th place?
Yeah, Survivor Durant has been an awesome experience. Every season has had a different twist, have been super creative in ways that, you know, I never would have thought possible. So it's just been cool to kind of be a part of that. And it's been awesome to be able to come out here and compete with the people that have been the best at it for the past 5 or 6 years, and just really get to kind of go out with a bang.
I'm free! I will take it.
Thank you.
Also, if you want to ditch the tokens, they're going to do you no good now.
Yeah, where'd that water at?
Yeah, drink that water.
Yeah! Your boy's about to pass out.
I think's about to get crazy. I think half the people are looking one way, and a handful looking the other way.
But they better be careful, because when I get closer to the end and I have less competition, I might be 43 years old. But this is not my first rodeo.
It was pretty easy for me to diminish my threat level. I am very experienced in this, I am very intelligent, and I do know what I'm doing.
So it's going to get a little rough in there when we get down to 5-4. Hoping that happens, that nothing crazy happens, nothing goes wrong.
So I'm here. This is kind of the game that I needed to play. Eventually here I'm about to have to kick it into overdrive and do some crazy stuff.
Welcome to the finale, everybody.